Umaka was a village where everyone knew everyone, and no secret could hide for long, or so it seemed. Life moved at a gentle pace, with the bustling markets full of vibrant fabrics, the chatter of old friends, and the scent of roasted plantains in the air. But beneath its peaceful surface, Umaka held its own hidden stories, tales whispered under the shade of ancient trees and carried by the wind that swept thoughts through the village. One such story began on a day filled with joy. The village was buzzing with excitement, for it was the wedding day of Chijioke and Amaka, a couple known for their love that had blossomed since childhood. The sun shone brightly, casting warm rays over the church adorned with fresh flowers. Villagers gathered, dressed in their best attires, ready to celebrate the union of two beloved souls. Chijioke was nervous but filled with anticipation as he waited at the altar. He had dreamed of this day for years. Amaka, with her beautiful smile and kind heart, was everything he had ever wanted. When she walked down the aisle, glowing in her white dress, Chijioke felt like the luckiest man alive. The ceremony was perfect. Vows were exchanged, rings slipped onto fingers, and a kiss sealed their promises. The reception was a colorful affair. Friends and family danced, children played, and the air was filled with the scent of jollof rice and grilled meat. Amaka's mother, Mama Ifeoma, and her sister, Adaora, were among the first to greet the newlyweds, offering a drink to Amaka. For blessings, Mama Ifeoma said with a wide smile, handing her the cup. Amaka, trusting her family, took the drink and sipped. But as the festivities continued, Amaka began to feel unwell. Her head spun, her vision blurred, and a cold sweat broke out on her forehead. She tried to call out, but her voice was faint. Chijioke, noticing her distress, rushed over. Amaka, what's wrong? He asked, his voice tight with fear. But before she could respond, Amaka collapsed into his arms. The joyful celebration quickly turned into chaos. Guests panicked, and Pastor Obi, who had officiated the ceremony, took charge. We need to get her to the hospital now, he urged, and they raced against time, speeding to the nearest clinic with Chijoke by Amaka's side, his heart pounding with dread. At the hospital, Chijoke waited in agony. Minutes stretched into hours as he sat surrounded by friends and family, all of them praying for a miracle. Finally, Dr. Kelechi appeared, her face grave. I'm sorry, Chijioke, she said quietly. Amaka didn't make it. Chijioke's world shattered. His beautiful bride, the woman he had dreamed of spending his life with, was gone. He fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. How could this have happened? She was fine just moments ago. As the days passed, Chijioke couldn't shake the feeling that something wasn't right. He replayed every detail of the wedding in his mind, trying to understand. Then it hit him, the drink. That drink from Mama Ifeoma and Adara. Could it have been poisoned? The thought gnawed at him, and he couldn't let it go. He turned to Pastor Obi, desperate for answers. I need to know what happened to Amaka, Chijoke said, his voice filled with determination. I can't rest until I do. Pastor Obi nodded, sharing in Chijoke's grief and resolve. Together they returned to the hospital and asked Dr. Kelechi to review the medical records once more. After a thorough review, Dr. Kelechi revealed something shocking. There were traces of a toxic substance in her system, she said. It appears she was poisoned. Chijioke's heart sank. Poisoned. The very word left a bitter taste in his mouth. But who would do such a thing, and why? With a new sense of urgency, Chijoke and Pastor Obi visited Mama Ifeoma's house. The atmosphere was tense as they were welcomed inside. Chijoke struggled to keep his emotions in check. "We need to know what happened to Amaka," he said bluntly. "The doctors found poison in her system." Mama Ifeoma and Adaura exchanged a quick glance. "We loved Amaka," Mama Ifeoma said calmly. "We would never harm her. You must be mistaken." Chijoke studied their faces, but their expressions gave nothing away. Despite their denial, his suspicion only deepened. Pastor Obi, sensing the tension, suggested they investigate further. They reached out to Baba Chukwuma, a wise elder known for his knowledge of the village's history and secrets. When Chijioke and Pastor Obi explained the situation, Baba Chukwuma's expression turned serious. "There have been whispers about Mama Ifeoma and Adaura for years," he said. "Some say they practice dark arts, things best left alone." Determined to uncover the truth, Chijioke sought out Ngozi, a woman who knew the village's deepest lore. Ngozi confirmed the rumors. "Mama Ifeoma and Adaura are feared," she said. "They're said to have powers, powers that come at a cost." She mentioned an old man named Akin who had seen them conducting rituals deep in the forest. Finding Akin wasn't easy. He lived alone, shunned by many for his own strange ways. But when he heard Amaka's name, he agreed to speak. "I've seen them," Ekene whispered, eyes darting nervously, chanting, calling on spirits. "They've done things no one should do." Armed with this chilling testimony, Chijioke and Pastor Obi gathered a group of trusted friends, including Baba Chukuma and Ngozi, and confronted Mama Ifeoma and Adaura. They denied everything, but the tension was palpable. Mama Ifeoma's calm facade cracked, and her eyes burned with a strange intensity. "You think you can accuse us?" Mama Ifeoma sneered. "You have no proof, just the words of frightened fools." But Chijioke stood firm. "We know the truth," he said. "We have witnesses, and we will not be silenced." As he spoke, Mama Ifeoma's expression twisted with rage, and she began to mutter under her breath. The air grew thick, and a strange wind swept through the room. But Pastor Obi stepped forward, his voice strong and unwavering. "We stand with the truth," he said. "No darkness can overcome the light." In that moment, the tension snapped, and a shudder passed through Mama Ifeoma and Adara. They staggered back, their power undone by the very forces they had tried to control. As they crumbled, the villagers knew they had witnessed something extraordinary, a confrontation between light and dark, love and betrayal. The forbidden drink that had stolen Amaka's life was a testament to the hidden dangers that lurked in the hearts of those they thought they knew. In the end, Umaka learned a harsh lesson. Not all that glitters is gold, and sometimes the closest bonds can harbor the darkest secrets. Chijoke, though heartbroken, found solace in the strength of his community and the memory of Amaka's love. Together, they vowed to let the light guide them, even through the darkest of times. Thank you for joining us for the gripping tale of the forbidden drink of Umaka. If this story captivated you, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more intense and mysterious tales from the heart of Africa. Let us know in the comments what you think about the hidden dangers of trust and family, and stay tuned for more stories that will leave you questioning the line between light and dark. Until next time, keep your spirits high and your hearts vigilant.